Alright, so isang mapagpalang gabi po 'no, sa inyong lahat teachers. So pagpasensyahan na po natin kasi nga po nagkaroon po ako ng mga issues 'no, about live stream. So bali dito na lang po tayo sa loob ng Zoom meeting 'no. And of course, ngayong gabi po pag-uusapan po natin yung ating mga refresher concepts po 'no, under po ng ating TLE at saka TVET Major Chef, okay? I hope po ready na po tayo at excited na makipagbardagulan po sa ating chat box, okay? Do not worry po kasi i-upload naman po natin yung ating recorded session, pati po yung ating PDF file sa ating private group. And of course, please do not forget to invite your classmates no, or yung mga kakilala natin na kukuha po ng March 2026 Licensure Examination for Professional Teachers. Okay, and of course here, meron po tayong ano 'no, December promo 'no. We have here, for only ₱200. So kung gusto pong na mag-join po 'no sa ating exclusive groups, meron po tayong mga services na ino-offer dito 'no. May tatlong refresher sessions po tayo. We also have 10 intensive discussions 'no, and of course, tatlong araw na intensive final coaching session po 'yan. And of course, do not forget meron din po tayo ditong diagnostic exam, summative test, and of course, yung ating pre-board examination, okay? And of course, one to sawa din po yung ating drills at saka yung ating PDF files, no? Just for ₱200, maa-avail nyo pong lahat na yan. Okay, so bago po ang lahat 'no, inanyanyahan ko po ang lahat, manalangin po muna tayo 'no, bago po tayo mag-proceed sa ating formal discussion tonight. Okay, so let's, pray. Let's have our daily prayer here. Lord God, as I begin my review, calm my mind and strengthen my focus. Grant me wisdom to understand, patience to learn, and clarity to remember all that I have studied. Guide my thoughts, remove all fear, and fill my heart with confidence and peace. May my heart bring honor to you and lead me closer to my goals. Amen. And of course, I would like to share, no, bakit po ba ako naging high rater or paano po natin ma-ace yung ating major chef. Unang-una po dito is to master the fundamentals. No? Gaya ng sinasabi ko palagi sa aking mga previous students, you have to master the basics, the fundamentals. Balikan para rin po natin yan, no? Given the fact po na tayo ay TVT Edge at saka TLE majors, no? Medyo marami-rami pong areas na dapat natin i-master. So at least, no, alam na alam po natin yan bago po tayo mag-proceed sa mga komplikadong konsepto. And of course, the second one here is to improve your test-taking skills. Gaya din po na palagi na sinasabi ko, you have to at least no, magsagot-sagot pa kayo ng 50 to 100 items per day para mahasa po natin yung ating utak at hindi na po pumasyak sa actual board examination. And of course, yung pinaka-importante dito is you have to pray. Again, above all, you have to pray. We have to ask for His guidance and provision throughout our review season. Okay, so bago po tayo magsimula 'no, sa ating item number 1, pakilapag nga po kung ready na. Kapag ready na po tayo, pakilapag po sa ating chat box, "Ready na." Okay, handa na po ba? Sige nga po, patingin nga na paki-type po, pakilapag sa ating chat box, "Ready na." So I hope 'no, malakas yung boses ko, kasi medyo hindi ko na. Okay, ready na ang lahat 'no? Ready na taong bayan and of course, 'wag na po tayong nating patagalin. Let's begin our discussion tonight with item number 1, okay? Item number 1 here, do not forget to put your item number with your correct choice, okay? Item number 1, it is a fitting or device that provides liquid seal to prevent the back passage of air. Is that A, sludge, letter B, fixture, letter C, sewer, or letter D, trap? What is your choice? For item number 1, pakilapag po sa ating chat box. Okay, pakilapag po. What is your choice for item number 1? Okay, item number 1 here, what is your choice? Okay, is it A, sludge, letter B, fixture, letter C, sewer, or letter D, trap? Okay, ano po yung tumpak na choice? Pakilapag po ng ating item number with your correct choice po, no? Okay, I see letter B, letter D, letter A. Ano po yung tumpak na choice? Of course, what we are talking about here. Okay, sandali po. If we are talking about a fitting or device, no, that provides liquid seal, no, liquid seal to prevent the back passage of air, is it a sludge, letter B fixture, letter C sewer, or letter D trap? I see a lot of letter A here. Most of you letter answered letter A, of course. That is incorrect. Kasi nga po yung tumpak na choice natin dito would be the trap, no? Ano po ba yung itsura ng ating trap? Ito po siya, no? Tandaan po natin teachers, pag sinabi po nating trap, ito po yung plumbing fitting po natin that provides, no? Nagbibigay po siya ng liquid seal to prevent the back passage of air and sewer gases into a building, di ba? Iniiwasan po niyang bumalik yung ating mga sewer gases, no? Yung mga foul odors na bumalik po sa ating building. And of course, tumutulong po yan, no? To catch the debris and prevents odors from entering living spaces. Okay? Yung halimbawa po nito, makikita po natin yung mga P-traps natin sa ilalim po ng ating mga sink, no? Yan po yung ating trap. And of course, kapag pinag-uusapan po natin yung sludge natin dito, tandaan po natin teachers, ito lamang po yung mga settled semi-solid waste in our septic tank, no? The one that settles at the bottom of the septic tank, the one that accumulates at the bottom, yan po yung ating sludge na tinatawag. Yung larvae natin dito, yung fixture, tandaan po natin teachers, ito lamang po yung mga fixed plumbing items natin. Ano po yung mga halimbawa? Yan po yung ating mga sinks or toilets. Okay? Yan po yung ating fixture na tinatawag. And of course, yung sewer po natin, of course, ito lamang po yung system, no, or pipe that carries wastewater. Okay? Yan lamang po yung dapat nating tandaan kapag pinag-uusapan po natin yung ating sewer. But then the question here, we are talking about the fitting or device that provides liquid seal to prevent the back passage of air. Yan po yung ating letter D. Trap po yung ating pinag-uusapan. We go to item number 2 here. It is used to tighten or loosen hexagonal fittings like unions and other metal fittings. Is that a pipe vise? Letter B, pliers. Letter C, wrenches. Or letter D, threader. What is your choice for item number 2? Pakilapag po sa ating chat box, ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 2. Huwag pong mahiya, no? Maglapag sa ating chat box. Gaya ng sinasabi nga namin sa Gurong Pidoy, ligwak yehey po tayo, no? Wala pong problema yan. Bawal judgmental po tayo dito. Kahit mali po yung sagot, wala pong problema. Okay? Item number 2 here, I see a lot of letter C. Tumpak po ba yung letter C natin? Again, ano pa ang klaseng tool na ginagamit natin no? To tighten or loosen hexagonal fittings katulad po ng ating mga unions and even po yung ating other metal fittings. Is that a pipe vise? Letter B, pliers. Letter C, wrenches. Or letter D, threader. I see a lot of letter C here. Tumpak ba yung letter C natin? Of course, that is correct. No? Yan po yung ating wrenches na tinatawag. And of course, tandaan po natin, ito po yung maitsura ng ating wrenches. No? Kabilang din po yan yung ating pipe wrench mismo. No? Tandaan po natin, teachers, kapag pinag-uusapan po natin yung ating wrenches, ito po yung ginagamit natin. Okay? Ito po yung pipe tool no, na ginagamit po natin no, to tighten or loosen hexagonal fittings katulad po ng ating mga unions and other metal fittings. No? Kumbaga, ito po nagbibigay ng necessary grip and leverage to apply torque without damaging the fittings. Okay? Yan po yung ating wrenches na tinatawag. Yung letter A natin dito, yung pipe vise, tandaan lamang po natin teachers, ito naman po yung klase ng tool na ginagamit natin no, to hold pipe securely in place while working. Okay? Yan po yung ating pipe vise. Ito ay halimbawa ng ating holding tool. No? Yung letter B natin dito, yung pliers, tandaan po natin teachers, of course, it can grip objects, no, but do not provide the proper leverage or fit for hexagonal fittings. Okay, yan po yung ating pliers na tinatawag. And of course, yung letter D, tandaan lamang po natin teachers, kapag pinag-uusapan po natin yung ating threader, ito po yung ginagamit natin no, to cut or form threads on pipes. Okay, yan po yung ating threader na tinatawag. But then, we're talking about here, ano pong klaseng tool yung gagamitin natin no, to tighten or loosen hexagonal fittings, katulad po ng ating mga unions. Yan po yung ating letter C, wrenches po yung ating pinag-uusapan. We go to item number 3 here. Which of the following is not required by the National Plumbing Code? Is that A, drainage pipe should be inclined properly for a downward gravity flow of water? Letter B, drainage pipe should be provided with adequate clean out. Letter C, no vent pipe is needed. Or letter D, all pipe joints must be well fitted, tightly connected. Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 3? Paglapag po sa ating comment section or chat box. Okay, item number 3 here, we are looking for the exception, no? Kasi nga po may not na, 'di ba? Okay, we are looking for the exception here. Tandaan po natin teachers, no, kapag nagsasagot po tayo sa actual board examination, do not forget to highlight, no? Mag-underline po tayo doon para mas mabilis po nating ma-spot, no, or makita po natin yung ating tumpak na choices. Okay? The more we eliminate the distractors, mas malaki po yung chance natin na makukuha po yung ating mga tumpak na choices. Okay? We are looking for the exception. And of course, do not forget, no, yung mga exceptions natin, like yung not, except, okay? Kadalasan po yung ginagawa ng PRC, nilo-lower case po talaga sinasadya nila, no, na i-lower case po yung mga exceptions. So, dapat vigilant po tayo, dapat observant po tayo sa mga tanong. And of course, we're looking for the exception here. Tumpak po ba yung larasin natin? Of course, that is correct, no? No vent pipe is needed. Tandaan po natin, teachers, sinabi po natin dito, or according to the National Plumbing Code, yung mga vent pipes po natin are required, di ba? Required po sila to allow air to enter the drainage system. And of course, ito po ay nagpe-prevent po, no, ng siphoning of traps, and of course, nag-i-ensure po yan ng proper flow of wastewater. Okay? Yan po yung ating vent pipe na tinatawag. And of course, required po talaga yan na meron po yung ating drainage system, no? Yung letter A natin dito, drainage pipe should be inclined properly for downward gravity flow of water. Ito po ay required din, no? Kasi nga po, ito po nag-i-ensure ng proper drainage and prevent stagnation. Okay? Yan po yung ating letter A, kaya tumpak po yan. Yung letter B naman natin dito, drainage pipe should be provided with adequate clean out. Tandaan po natin, teachers, ito naman po yung nag-a-allow ng maintenance and removal of blockages. Okay? Yan po yung ating clean out na tinatawag. Kaya pasok pa rin po yung ating letter B. Yung letter D natin dito, of course, ito pa ay required din, no? Kasi nga po, ito nag-prevent ng leaks and ensure system integrity. Okay? Yan po yung ating letter D. But then we're talking about here yung exception. Yan po yung ating letter C. No vent pipe is needed. Okay? Letter C po yung hinahanap natin for item number 3. We go to item number 4. A plumber wants to connect two length of pipes. Which fitting is necessary? Is it A, coupling, letter B, elbow, letter C, T, or letter D, pipe wrench? What is your choice for item number 4? Again, a plumber wants to connect two length of pipes. Which fitting is necessary? Is it A, coupling, letter B, elbow, letter C, T, or letter D, pipe wrench? What is your choice for item number 4? Okay, we are trying to connect two length of pipes, no? Ano pong klaseng fitting yung necessary, no? Yung kinakailangan nating gamitin. Is it A, coupling, letter B, elbow, letter C, T, or letter D, pipe wrench? Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 4? I see letter A's here. Tumpak ba yung letter A natin? Coupling po ba yan? What about the others? Ano po yung choice ninyo for item number 4? Paklapag po sa ating chat box. Okay, teachers, paki-confirm nga po, okay lang po ba yung end ko diyan? Okay lang po yung audio ko, hindi naman po putol-putol? Audible pa rin naman po ako, 'no? Sige nga po, paki-confirm sa ating, chat box. Okay, yes po, 'no? Okay. So, ano yung gagamitin natin, no? Item number 4, a plumber wants to connect two lengths of pipes. Which fitting is necessary? Is it A, coupling, letter B, elbow, letter C, T, or letter D, pipe wrench? I see a lot of letter A here. Tumpak ba yung letter A natin? Of course, that is correct, no? Yan po yung ating coupling na tinatawag. Tandaan po natin, teachers, pag sinabi po natin coupling, ito po yung itsura niya, no? Tandaan po natin, pag sinabi po natin coupling, ito po yung plumbing fitting natin na ginagamit po natin mismo to connect two lengths of pipe in a straight line, di ba? Kumbaga, ito po nag-ensure ng secure, leak-proof joint, and of course, commonly ginagamit po natin ito to extend pipe runs or repair damaged sections. Okay, yan po yung ating coupling na tinatawag, di ba? We are joining two pipes together. Okay, yan po yung ating coupling na tinatawag. And of course, yung letter B natin dito, yung elbow, tandaan lamang po natin, teachers, ito naman po yung ginagamit natin, no, to change the direction of a pipe, 'di ba? Usually po 45 degrees or 95 degrees. Okay? Yan po yung ating elbow. Yung last din natin dito, yung T, tandaan po natin, teachers, ito naman po yung ginagamit natin to branch a pipe into two directions. Okay? Yan po yung ating T. Yung letter D naman, yung pipe wrench, of course, ito po ay halimbawa ng tool na ginagamit po natin, no, to grip and turn pipes. Okay? Yan po yung ating pipe wrench. But then we're talking about here yung klase ng fitting na gagamitin po natin, no, to connect two pipes together. Yan po yung ating letter A. Coupling po yung ating pinag-uusapan. We go to item number 5 here. The plumbing code on house drain provides that there must be no more than two closets that shall discharge into a blank pipe diameter. Is that a 3 inches or 75 millimeter? Letter B, 8 millimeter, 80 millimeter. Letter C, less than 75 or letter D, 70 millimeters. Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 5? Again, we are talking about here the plumbing code, no, on house drain, di ba? Nagpo-provide po siya na sinasabi po dito na dapat, no, there must be no more than two closets that shall discharge into a blank pipe diameter. Is that A, 3 inches or 75 millimeters? Letter B, 80 millimeters. Letter C, less than 75 millimeters. Or letter D, 70 millimeters. Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 5, no? Ano po yung tumpak na choice? Pakilapag po sa ating comment section or chat box. Okay, ano po yung tumpak na choice? Pakilapag po. Ano po yung tumpak na choice dito? I see letter C, no? Less than 75 millimeters. What about the others? Ano po yung choice ninyo for item number 5, no? Huwag pong mahiya maglapag sa ating chat box. I see letter C here. Tumpak ba yung letter C natin? What about the others? Ano po yung choice ninyo for item number 5? I see letter A, no? Letter A daw, 3 inches. Tumpak ba yung letter A natin? Okay, letter A, letter A. Okay, may habol pa ba? I see letter A as well. Of course, most of you answered letter A. Of course, that is correct. No, yan po yung ating 3 inches or 75 millimeters. Tandaan po natin, teachers, according to the plumbing code on house drain, dapat, no, yung maximum, a maximum of two water closets or toilets. Again, kapag pinag-uusapan po natin yung ating water closets, yan po yung other term, no, ng ating toilets, no, may discharge into 3-inch or 75 millimeters diameter pipe. Kumbaga, ito po nag-i-ensure, no, ng proper flow, prevents clogging, and of course, nagme-maintain po yan ng adequate drainage. Okay? Yan po yung ating sinasabi po, no, or according po sa ating plumbing code on house drain. Dapat po, maximum po, 2 water closets lamang na i-connect po natin sa ating 3 inches or 75 millimeters pipe diameter. Okay? Yan po yung ating letter A. Tumpak po yan. We go to item number 6 here. If your toilet has trouble, you use rubber funnel shape instrument attached to the end of the handle for unblocking. What is this tool? Is it a plumber snake? Letter B, valve. Letter C, plunger. Or letter D, bushing. What is your choice for item number 6? Pakilapag po sa ating chat box. Again, if your toilet has trouble, ano pong klaseng rubber funnel shape na yan? Nagagamitin po natin, no? To unblock, di ba? Instrument attached to the end of the handle for unblocking. What is this tool? Is it a plumber snake? Letter B, valve. Letter C, plunger. Or letter D, bushing. Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 6? Okay, rubber funnel shape, no? Instrument na ginagamit po natin to unblock our toilets, most especially kapag nag-clog yan. Ano po yung gagamitin natin? I see letter C is, most of you answered letter C is, of course, that is correct, no? Yan po yung ating plunger na tinatawag. Tandaan po natin, teachers, ano po yung itsura niya? Ito po siya mismo, no? Tandaan po, pag sinabi po natin plunger, ito po yung rubber funnel-shaped instrument na attached to a handle, no? Usually, ginagamit po natin yan to unblock toilets or drains, di ba? And of course, it works by creating suction and pressure to dislodge clogs in pipes. Okay? Yan po yung ating plunger na tinatawag. Di ba? Makikita po natin ito sa ating mga banyo, no? And of course, yung letter A natin dito, yung plumber snake, tandaan po natin, teachers, ito lamang po yung long flexible tool na ginagamit natin, no, to reach deeper blockages. Okay? Kapag hindi na po makaya ng ating mga plunger, yung plumber snake po yung pwedeng-pwede natin gamitin. Yung letter B natin dito, yung valve, tandaan po natin, teachers, ito naman po yung ginagamit natin, no, to control the flow of water. Again, the one that we're using to control the flow of water, yan po yung ating valve na tinatawag. Yung letter D natin dito, yung bushing, tandaan po natin, teachers, ito po yung halimbawa ng ating fitting na ginagamit po natin, no, to reduce pipe size. Okay, yan po yung ating letter D. But then we're talking about here a rubber funnel-shaped instrument. Yan po yung ating letter C. Plunger po yung ating pinag-uusapan. We go to item number 7 here. All plumbing fixtures must have P-trap exempt. Is it A, bathtub? Letter B, water closet. Letter C, sink. Or letter D, none of the above. Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 7? Again, we are looking for the exception here. No? Ano po yung tumpak na choice? Is that A, bathtub? Letter B, water closet. Letter C, sink. Or letter D, none of the above. Ano po yung tumpak na choice? Pakilapag po sa ating comment section or chat box. Okay, lahat po ng ating plumbing fixtures dito kinakailangan ng P-trap. Again, ano po ba ang purpose ng ating P-trap? Ano po yung purpose niya? To trap the air, di po ba? Para hindi po bumalik, no? Yung mga sewer gases natin. So, sa anong mga fixture dito na kabilang po sa ating options, yung hindi na pwedeng lagyan ng P-trap? Is that a bathtub, letter B, water closet, letter C, sink, or letter D, none of the above? Of course, yung letter D natin dito, kapag ganito yung matanungan, liligwakin na po natin yan, no? We only have three options left. Ganito po yung teachers. Kapag nagsasagot po tayo sa actual board examination, do not answer kapag apat pa po yung ating options, no? At least we have to eliminate, no? Or kumbaga, ano ba yung tawag do'n 'no, kukunin po natin yung dalawang distractors 'no. So, dapat 50-50 po 'di ba, 50 na tama ka or 50% na mali ka 'no. Magsasagot ka lamang kapag dalawa na lang yung options na natitira. Okay, item number 7 here, I see letter B, water closet. Of course, that is correct 'no, water closet or toilet. Bakit? Kasi nga po tandaan po natin teachers, yung water closet natin or yung ating toilet, it does not require a separate P-trap because it already has an integral trap no built into its design to prevent water gases from entering the bathroom, 'di ba? May built-in na P-trap na po yung ating water closet or toilet, 'di ba? Nakikita niyo parang may nagsa-stock na water diyan, okay? So hindi na po natin kailangan na lagyan pa ng P-trap, okay? Because it blocks the sewer gases, no, from coming back to our room, no? Yan po yung ating water closet, hindi na po kinakailangan ng P-trap. Kaya tumpak po yung ating letter B. Yung letter A natin dito, yung bathtub, of course, kinakailangan na may pitcha po talaga yan. And even po yung ating mga lababo or sink, no? Kinakailangan po nalagyan po ng ating P-trap. Kaya tumpak po yung ating letter B, water closet po yung ating pinag-uusapan. We go to item number 8 here. There are considerable numbers of wood joints. The simplest and easiest to make is the blank. Is it A, butt joint? Letter B, tenon joint? Letter C, dovetail? Or letter D, miter joint? Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 8. Again, we are talking about here the simplest and easiest type of joint. Ano po yan? Is it a butt joint? Letter B, tenon joint? Letter C, dovetail? Or letter D, miter joint? Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 8 here? I see a lot of letter A. Tumpak ba yung letter A natin? What about the others? Ano po yung choice niyo for item number 8? Simplest and easiest joint. Ano po yan? I see a lot of letter A here. Tumpak ba yung letter A natin? Of course, that is correct, no? Yan po yung ating butt joint na tinatawag. Okay, ano po yung itsura ng ating butt joint? Ito po siya, no? Tandaan po natin, teachers, pag sinabi po natin butt joint, ito po ay simple, di ba? Simplest and easiest wood joint to make. And of course, it is formed by simply joining the end of one piece of wood to the face, no? Edge or end of another piece, di ba? Typically fastened with nails, screws, or dowels. Okay, yan po yung ating butt joint na tinatawag. Yung letter B natin dito, yung tenon, tandaan po natin teachers, ito po yung projecting piece, 'di ba? Protruding piece na ini-insert po natin sa ating mga mortise, no? Kapag tinanong to, kapag tinanong sa actual board examination kung ano po yung mortise, yan po yung hole, no? Kung saan ini-insert po natin yung ating tenon joint. Yung letter C natin dito, yung dovetail, tandaan po natin teachers, ito po ay interlocking joints, okay? And of course, stronger po ito compare sa ating back joint. Yung letter D natin dito, yung biter joint, tandaan po natin teachers, involves angled cuts no for corners and slightly more difficult than a basic butt joint. And of course, ito pa ay 45 degrees. Kadalasan ginagamit po natin yung ating miter joint sa ating mga picture frames. Okay? Yan po yung dapat nating tandaan kapag pinag-uusapan po natin yung ating miter joint. But then we're talking about here the simplest and easiest type of joint. Yan po yung ating letter A, butt joint po yung ating pinag-uusapan. We go to item number 9 here. Which option best reflects an entrepreneur who demonstrates strong self-confidence? Is it A, avoids prioritizing, embarrassing, or belittling others? Letter B, follows lawful rules and upholds democratic rights and privileges. Letter C, does not act deceitfully or show a double character. Or letter D, trust in his own skills and capabilities. Ano po yung tumpak na choice? We are talking about self-confidence, no? Strong self-confidence. Ano po ito? Is it A, B, C, or D? Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 9? Pakilapag po sa ating chat box. Okay, item number 9 here, I see a lot of letter D. Kapag self-confidence, of course, that is correct, no? Trust in his own skills and capabilities. Tandaan po natin teachers kapag, entrepreneur ka 'no, with strong self-confidence, of course naniniwala ka sa, sarili mong kakayanan 'no, and skills enabling them to make decisions, take calculated risks, and lead effectively in business ventures, okay? Yan po yung, kapag sinabi nating strong self-confidence, naniniwala ka sa sarili mong kakayahan. Yung letter A natin dito, tandaan, avoids prioritizing, embarrassing, or belittling others. Of course, ito po ay, respect 'no, and ethical behavior lamang. Yung letter B natin dito, follows lawful rules and upholds democratic rights. Of course, ito po ay law-abiding, no, and civic responsibility. Yung letter C naman natin dito, tandaan, of course, ito lamang po nag-i-indicate ng honesty and integrity, okay? But of course, we are talking about here strong self-confidence. Of course, yan po yung ating letter D, naniniwala ka sa sarili mong kakayahan and capabilities. We go to item number 10 here for intermediate level soldering of electronic components. What is the tool commonly used in electronics? Is it A, copper braid, letter B, PCB, letter C, soldering iron, or letter D, solder sucker? Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 10? Again, for soldering, no? Soldering of electronic components. Ano po yung gagamitin natin to solder, no, our electronic components? Is it A, copper braid, letter B, PCBs, letter C, soldering iron, or lardi solder sucker? Okay, ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 10? I see a lot of letter C's here. Tumpak ba yung letter C natin? Of course, that is correct, no? Yan po yung ating soldering iron. Tandaan po natin, teachers, ano po yung itsura niya? Of course, ito po, no? Pag sinabi po natin soldering iron, tandaan po natin, teachers, ito po yung primary tool na ginagamit po natin, no, in electronics for intermediate level soldering of components. And of course, tinutunaw po natin yung ating mga solder no, to join electronic parts. Okay? Yan po yung ating soldering iron. Umiinit po yung parte ng ating soldering iron na to. No? Yung letter A natin dito, yung copper braid, tandaan po natin teachers, ito po yung ginagamit natin no, to remove solder, di ba? During the soldering process. Yung letter B natin dito, yung PCB, ano po ba yung ibig sabihin ng PCB? Yan po ay printed circuit board. Again, yung PCB po natin, yan po yung ating printed circuit board. And of course, ito po yung klase ng surface na kung saan binamount po natin yung mga ating mga electronic components. Yung letter D naman natin dito, yung solder sucker, of course, ito naman po yung ginagamit din natin no, to remove molten solder. Okay? But then we're talking about here kung anong klaseng tool yung gagamitin natin no, to solder our electronic components. Yan po yung ating letter C, no? Soldering iron po yung ating hinahanap. We go to item number 11. It is a protective device that blows open when there is excessive current flow in the circuit. Is it a fuse, letter B, battery, letter C, switch, or letter D, transformer? What is your choice for item number 11? Paklapag po sa ating chat box. Again, we are looking for the protective device, no, that blows open when there is excessive current flow in the circuit. Is that a fuse, letter B, battery, letter C, switch, or letter D, transformer? I see letter D daw, no, letter D, transformer. Okay, letter C. Okay, what about the others? Ano po yung choice niyo for item number 11? Paklapag po sa ating chat box. We are talking about protective device, no, that blows open. Okay, ano po yan? Is that a fuse? Letter B, battery. Letter C, switch. Or letter D, transformer. Okay, I see letter A, letter C, letter D. Okay, ano po yung tumpak na choice kapag pinag-uusapan po natin, no? Yung ating protective device, yan po yung ating letter A, no? Fuse po yung ating hinahanap. Tandaan po natin, teachers, kapag sinabi po natin fuse, ito po ay halimbawa ng ating protective device designed to melt, no, or blow when excessive current flows through a circuit. Okay, yan po yung ating fuse, di ba? Makikita po natin ito sa ating mga circuit breakers. Yung letter B natin dito, yung battery, tandaan po natin, teachers, ito naman po yung nagsusupply ng electrical energy. Okay? Yan po yung ating battery. Ito ay halimbawa ng ating source. Yung letter C naman natin dito, yung switch, tandaan po natin, ito naman po yung nag-open or nag-close po ng ating circuit. No? And of course, ito po ay halimbawa ng ating control. Yung letter D natin dito, yung transformer, of course, ito naman po yung ginagamit natin no, to change voltage levels. Again, to change voltage levels, yan po yung ating transformer. But then we're talking about here a protective device no, that blows open when there is excessive current. Tandaan po, kapag nagkakaroon po ng overcurrent no, or short circuit, yan po yung ating letter A, no, fuse po yung ating hinahanap. Diba? We go to item number 12 here. Mayonnaise is an emulsion in which oil is dispersed into vinegar or lemon juice, which normally do not blend. What ingredient should be added as an emulsifier to help these liquids mix? Is it A, egg yolk, letter B, eggshell, letter C, egg white, or letter D, whole egg? Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 12? Again, yung mayonnaise po natin no, is an emulsion. Okay? Ano po yung gagamitin natin? Okay? Ano po ang klaseng ingredient yung gagamitin natin no, to mix two unmixable ingredients, 'di ba? Para maging emulsifier po. Ano po ito? Is it A, egg yolk, letter B, eggshell, letter C, egg white, or letter D, whole egg? Okay, sana nandito po yung ating mga BTVTN, major in FSM, no? And nandito din yung, sana nandito din po yung ating mga TLE, major in home economics. Okay, I see a lot of letter A here. May ilan din sumasagot ng letter C. Of course, ano po yung mako-consider natin as emulsifier dito? Of course, yan po yung ating letter A, no? Egg yolk po yung ating hinahanap. Tandaan po natin, teachers, pag sinabi po natin egg yolk, okay, ito po ay nagko-contain ng agent na tinatawag po natin ng lecithin. Okay, tandaan po natin. Okay, ito po yung ating lecithin. And of course, ito po ay natural emulsifier, no, na tumutulong po na i-mix yung dalawang immiscible liquids katulad po nating mantika or oil and even po yung ating vinegar or lemon juice, di ba? To blend smoothly and remain stable. Okay? Yan po yung purpose ng ating emulsifier. Yung larvae natin dito, yung eggshell, of course, hindi naman po ito yung akma, no? Hindi naman po pwede na gawin nating emulsifier yung ating eggshell. Yung letter C, yung egg white, of course, mostly protein and water lamang po yan, no? Hindi naman po yan pwedeng gamitin, no, as emulsifier. Kaya X din po yung ating egg white. Yung letter D, whole egg, of course, it contains both white and yolk, but the yolk alone is the active emulsifying component. Kaya egg yolk lamang po yung hinahanap natin, no? That's item number 12. Letter A po yung tumpak na choice for item number 12. We go to item number 13, a liquid product applied directly to the nails to create a protective barrier between the nail plate and the colored pigments in nail polish. Is it a base coat, letter B, colored enamel, letter C, nail polish solvent, or letter D, buffer? Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 13? Paklapag po sa ating chat box. Ano po yung tumpak na choice? We are talking about here a liquid product, no? Applied directly to the nails to create a protective barrier, no? Between the nail plate and the colored pigments in nail polish. Is that a base coat? Letter B, colored enamel. Letter C, nail polish solvent. Or letter D, buffer? Ano po yung tumpak na choice? I see a lot of letter A here. Tumpak mo ba yung letter A natin? Kapag protective barrier, yan po yung ating letter A, no? Very good po. Sa lahat na nagsagot ng letter A, yan po yung ating base coat na tinatawag. Tandaan po natin, teachers, pag sinabi po nating base coat, ito po yung liquid, no, liquid product or liquid nail product na ina-apply po natin, no, before colored nail polish. Bago po natin lagyan yung ng nail polish yung ating mga kuko, lalagyan po muna natin ang ating base coat, no? And of course, kumbaga, yung main purpose po nito is to protect the natural nail plate, prevent staining from pigments, and help polish adhere better and last longer. Okay, yan po yung ating base coat na tinatawag. And of course, ito po yung halimbawa ng ating base coat. Yung larvae natin dito, yung colored enamel, tandaan po natin, teachers, ito lamang po yung ating colored nail polish. Again, kapag colored enamel, yan po yung ating nail polish. Yung larvae natin dito, yung nail polish solvent, tandaan po natin, ito naman po yung nagdi-dissolve, no, o nagre-remove po ng ating nail polish. Yung letter D, yung buffer, tandaan naman po, ito naman po yung ginagamit natin, no, to smooth and shine the nail surface. Okay, yan po yung ating buffer. But then we're talking about here, yung klase po ng liquid product na ginagamit po natin, no, to, ina-apply po natin sa ating kuko directly to the nails to create a protective barrier between the nail plate and the colored pigments. Yan po yung ating letter A, no? Base coat po yung ating pinag-uusapan. We go to item number 14. Static electricity is produced by massive collision of charged cold. Is it a carbon plate? Letter B, friction. Letter C, zinc plate. Or letter D, magnets? Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 14? Again, we are talking about here the static electricity, no? Paano po ba makapag-produce ng static electricity? Okay, ano po yan? Is it a carbon plate? Letter B, friction. Letter C, zinc plate. Or letter D, magnets? Ano po yung tumpak na choice? I see letter B here, friction. Tumpak po ba yung larbi natin? What about the others? Ano po yung choice ninyo for item number 14? Okay, static electricity. Letter B, of course, that is correct, no? Yan po yung ating friction na tinatawag. Tandaan po natin, teachers, pag sinabi po natin friction, of course, ito po ay rubbing, no? Rubbing of two materials together, causing electrons to transfer from one object to another. And of course, nagbe-build up po yan ng electric charges, no? That results in static electricity. Okay, yung halimbawa po dito is yung ating balloon, no? Kapag nirub po natin sa ating buhok, eventually makikita po natin na parang, nagsi-stick po yung ating buhok 'no, sa ating, balloon 'no, kaya yan po yung ating tinatawag na static electricity 'no, and of course, that is caused by friction na tinatawag. Yung letter A natin dito, yung carbon plate, tandaan po natin teachers, ito po ay hindi related sa ating static electricity 'no, and of course, ito po yung ginagamit natin sa ating mga batteries or electrical components. Yung letter C natin dito is yung zinc plate, of course, sa battery din po ito makikita. Yung letter D, yung magnets, of course, ito po ay nagpo-produce ng magnetic fields. Kaya X po yung ating letter G. But then we're talking about here, static electricity is produced by massive collision of charge cold. Yan po yung ating letter B. Friction po yung ating hinahanap. We go to item number 15 here. These are earnings of corporations which are distributed among the stockholders. Is it A, wage, letter B, profits, letter C, stocks, or letter D, dividend? Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 15? Pakilapag po sa ating chat box. Again, we are talking about here the earnings, no? The earnings of corporations which are distributed, no, among the stockholders. Is it A, wage, letter B, profits, letter C, stocks, or letter D, dividend? Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 15? I see letter A, letter B. Okay, what about the others? Letter B. Ang dami sumasagot ng letter B. What about the others? Ano po yung choice ninyo for item number 15, no? Pag-aralan po natin, most especially po, no, sa ating mga BTVT Ed, kasi nandun pa rin po yung entrepreneurship, no? Pag-aralan po natin yung area na yan. Okay, I see a lot of letter B here. Tumpak ba yung letter B natin? Of course, yan po ay mali, no? Kasi nga po, yung tumpak na choice would be letter D, no? Yan po yung ating dividend na tinatawag. Tandaan po, kapag sinabi po natin dividend, ito po yung portion, no, ng ating corporation's earnings that is distributed to our shareholders, 'di ba? As a return on their investment. Okay? Yan po yung ating dividend na tinatawag. Yung letter A natin dito, yung wage, of course, ito lamang po yung payment, no? Payment received by workers for labor or services. 'Di ba? Yung sweldo, no? Yan po yung wage na tinatawag. Yung letter B natin dito, yung profits, of course, ito po yung total earnings, no, of the business before distribution. Yung letter C natin dito, yung stocks, tandaan po natin teachers, ito pa yung ownership, no? Ownership shares in a corporation. But then we're talking about here, yung earnings, no, ng ating corporations which are distributed po sa ating mga shareholders or stockholders, yan po yung ating letter D, dividend po yung ating pinag-uusapan. We go to item number 16. When customer pays cash upon delivery of the goods to their homes, this is known as, is it A, cash on hand, letter B, cash in bank, letter C, cash on delivery, or letter D, cashless transaction? Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 16? Okay? Cash upon delivery, ano? Alam na alam po natin ito, most especially kapag mahilig ka sa online shopping, di po ba? Okay, ano po yan? I see letter C. Tumpak ba yung letter C natin? What about the others? Ano po yung choice niyo for item number 16, no? Pays cash upon delivery, di ba? Magbabayad ka kapag dineliver yung product mismo sa doorstep ninyo. Ano po yan? I see a lot of letter C here. Of course, that is letter C, no? Yan po yung ating COD or cash on delivery na tinatawag. Okay? Tandaan po natin teachers, pag sinabi po natin cash on delivery, of course, ito po yung transaction method natin, no? Kung saan po yung ating mga customer nagbabayad po, no, for the goods only when the item is delivered to their home. Okay? Yan po yung ating cash on delivery na tinatawag. Yung letter A natin dito, yung cash on hand, of course, it refers to money physically available. Okay? Yan po yung ating cash on hand. Yung letter B, yung cash in bank, of course, ito naman po yung pera na dineposit po natin sa ating mga bank account. Yung letter D, kapag cashless transaction, of course, you are paying your money without or without using cash, no? Yung halimbawa po nito, yung ating mga cards or even po yung ating mga e-wallet. Okay? Yan po yung ating cashless transaction. But then we're talking about here, you are paying cash upon delivery. Yan po yung ating COD or cash on delivery. We go to item number 17, a type of circuit in which the current flows in two or more paths, no? Two or more paths is known is that a grounded circuit. Letter B, parallel circuit. Letter C, open circuit, or letter D, series circuit. Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 17? Pakilapag po. Pakilapag po sa ating chat box, ano po yung tumpak na choice? Okay, two or more, no? Two or more paths. Is it a grounded? Letter B, parallel. Letter C, open circuit, or letter D, series circuit. I see a lot of letter B here. May lang sumasagot ng, okay, Okay, 17, I see letter B is, okay, may ilang sumasagot ng letter C, no? And of course, kapag two or more paths, yan po yung ating letter B, no? Parallel circuit po yan. Okay, ano po yung itsura ng ating parallel? Of course, ito po siya. Tandaan po natin, teachers, kapag sinabi po natin parallel circuit, ito po yung klase ng ating electrical circuit na kung saan po yung ating current na dumadaloy po siya, no? Or it flows through two or more separate paths, di ba? Kumbaga, yung bawat component natin dito is connected across the same voltage source, allowing devices to operate independently, no? Yung kadalasan tinatanong, kapag nasira po yung ating isang bulb dito, tingnan po natin na mabuti, no? Kapag defected po yung isang bulb natin dito, the other bulbs will not be affected. Bakit nga po? Kasi nga po iba't iba, no? Or different po yung kanilang pathway, okay? Hindi po maaapektuhan yung ibang bulb natin, okay? Yan po yung ating parallel circuit. Pero kapag tinanong sa series circuit naman, kapag series circuit yung tinatanong sa actual board examination, kapag nasira po or defected po yung ating bulb, lahat po ng bulb na yan, ah, hindi po yan iilaw, no? Kasi nga po, magiging affected po sila. Kasi nga po, nag-share lamang po sila sa isang pathway, okay? Yan po yung ating series circuit. But then we're talking about their two or more paths. Yan po yung ating letter B, parallel circuit po yung ating hinahanap. We go to item number 18. Which of the following is not a must for a neophyte entrepreneur? Is it A, ability to take risks without worry? Letter B, a great self-image. Letter C, self-confidence. Letter D, starting with big capital. Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 18? Again, we are talking about here an exception, no? Ano po yung hindi kinakailangan, no? Para po sa ating neophyte entrepreneur. Ano po ba yung ibig sabihin ng neophyte? It means kapag neophyte ka, ikaw ay beginner. Okay? Kapag beginner entrepreneur ka, ano po yung hindi necessary dito? Is it A, ability to take risks? Letter B, a great self-image. Letter C, self-confidence. Or letter D, starting with big capital. Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 18? I see a lot of letter D here. Tumpak ba yung letter D natin? What about the others? Ano po yung choice niyo for item number 18? Okay, letter D. Tumpak ba yung letter D natin? Kapag neophyte, of course, that is correct, no? Letter D po yung ang tumpak na choice for item number 18. Tandaan po natin, teachers, kapag neophyte ka, no, or starting with big capital is not a requirement for a neophyte entrepreneur. Kumbaga, many successful entrepreneurs start small, di ba? Pwedeng-pwede ka pang magsimula kahit maliit lamang po yung iyong capital, di ba? Hindi naman po necessary na dapat malaking-malaki talaga yung capital mo para magkaroon ka ng business, di po ba? And of course, yung letter A natin dito, ability to take risks without worry. Of course, ito po ay entrepreneurs must be willing to take calculated risks as part of business growth. Yung letter B natin dito, of course, may self-image ka, no? Great self-image. Ito po ay positivity, okay? Positive view of oneself helps in decision making. Yung letter C natin dito, of course, self-confidence. Di ba? Kinakailangan po na may self-confidence ka. Yan po ay napaka-essential, no? For starting and managing a business, presenting ideas, and of course, para ma-convince po natin yung ating mga customers or investors. Okay? Yan po yung ating letter C. But then we're talking about here yung hindi naman necessary, hindi po kinakailangan. Yan po yung ating letter D, starting with big capital. We go to item number 19 here. Shout out po sa ating may mga dyscalculia, no? A carpenter has a plank of wood measuring 2 inches thick, 10 inches wide, and 12 feet long. How many board feet does this plank contain? Is it A, 10.5 board feet? Letter B, 20.0 board feet? Letter C, 30.05 board feet? Or letter D, 40.10 board feet? Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 19? Okay, I'll give you 1 minute to solve this. Sige nga po, try po natin i-solve item number 19. A carpenter has a plank of wood measuring 2 inches thick, no? Okay, yung thickness po niya is 2 inches. Yung kanyang width, that is 10 inches. And of course, ito po ay 12 feet long. Okay, yan po yung kanyang haba, no? How many board feet? We're talking about here the board feet, no? Ilang board feet po yung kinakailangan ng ating plank, no? Is that A, 10.5? Letter B, 20? Letter C, 30.05? Or letter D, 40.10? Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 19? Pakilapag po sa ating chat box, no? Okay, kahit mali po, walang problema, no? Maglapag lang po tayo. Okay, item number 19, paano po natin ito solve? Okay, maglapag po tayo. I see Laricino, 30.05. What about the others? Ano po yung choice niyo for item number 19? Okay, item number 19, ano po yung tumpak na choice? Letter C daw, no? Sabi ni Sir Harold dito. What about the others? I see letter B, yes. Okay, letter B, letter C. Okay, letter B, letter C, of course. Once we are looking for the board fit here, yung tumpak na choice natin dito would be letter B, no? Yan po ay 20.0 board fit. Paano po natin yan na-solve? Very easy. We just have to use this formula, no? Tandaan po natin, teachers, kapag hinahanap po natin yung ating board fit, that is thickness times width times length, no? Tandaan po natin, teachers, kapag ganito po yung ating formula, kapag 12 po, make sure po natin na yung ating length ay naka-fit, no? Kapag inches po yung ating length, ah, i-change lang po natin yung ating 12 no into 144. Okay? Yan lamang po natin yung dapat nating tandaan. And of course, substitute lamang po natin ilan po ba yung value ng ating thickness, that is 2, ilan po yung value ng ating width, that is 10, and of course, yung value po ng ating length, that is 12, no? Multiply po natin, that gives us 240. Didividean po natin ang ating 12, and that gives us 20 board feet. Okay? Letter B po yung tumpak na choice for item number 19. We go to item number 20, okay? Last item na po tayo tonight, no? And of course, the force which opposes and reduces the flow of electrical current is recognized as blank. Is it A, electromagnetic force? Letter B, power. Letter C, frequency. Or letter D, resistance. Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 20? Again, yung pinaka-keywords natin dito, opposes and reduces the flow of electrical current. Is it A, electromagnetic force? Letter B, power. Letter C, frequency. Or letter D, resistance? Ano po yung tumpak na choice for item number 20? Okay, I see letter A here. Tumpak mo ba yung letter A natin? What about the others? Ano po yung choice ninyo for item number 20? Again, the one that opposes, no? Opposes or reduces the flow of electrical current. Okay, I see letter D yes. And of course, that is tumpak, no? Resistance po yan, di ba? From the word itself, resistance, no? To resist the flow of electrical current. Okay? Yan po yung ating pinag-uusapan. No? Yan po yung ating resistance. And of course, tandaan po natin, pag sinabi po natin resistance, teachers, of course, ito po yung force no, or property of a material that opposes and limits the flow of electric current in a circuit. And of course, sinasabi po dito sa ating Ohm's law na yung ating current ay yung ating current no, is inversely proportional po sa ating resistance. Ano po ba yung ibig sabihin niyan? Kapag tumaas po yung ating resistance, it means bababa po yung ating current. Okay? Yan po yung sinasabi ng ating Ohm's law, no? And of course, yung letter A natin dito, yung electromagnetic force, tanda po natin teachers, ito lamang po yung physical interaction between electrically charged particles. Okay? Yan po yung ating electromagnetic. Yung letter B natin dito, yung power, of course, ito lamang po yung rate, no, at which electrical energy is consumed or converted. Yung letter C natin dito, yung frequency, tandaan po natin teachers, ito naman po yung number of cycles per second in an AC signal. Okay, yan po yung ating frequency. But then we're talking about here, the one that opposes and reduces the flow of electric current, the one that resists the flow of electric current, yan po yung ating letter D, resistance po yung ating hinahanap. Okay, tandaan po natin teachers, kapag tinatry po natin isolve, no, or hinahanap po natin yung ating total resistance, kapag naka-series circuit po, tandaan po natin teachers, ito po yung klaseng formula yung gagamitin natin, that is total resistance is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Kapag parallel circuit naman po, no, yung ating pinag-uusapan, of course, para makuha po natin yung ating total resistance, that would be 1 over total resistance is equals to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. Okay? Yan po yung formula na dapat nating tandaan kapag sinusolve po natin yung ating total resistance in parallel circuit. Okay? Sana nakuha po natin, and of course, bago po tayo mag-end, no, pakilapag nga po out of 20, ilan po yung nakuha natin. Sige nga po, paki-flex naman po ng inyong mga score tonight, no? Ilan po yung nakuha natin? May naka-perfect po ba? Okay, this is our first refresher session noon. Magkakaroon pa po tayo ng dalawang sessions. Okay, do not worry po. I-update ko po kayo, and of course, hopefully I'm praying no na maging okay na po yung aking page para doon na po tayo mag-live, no? Okay, ilan po yung nakuha natin out of 20? Sige nga po, paki-flex ng ating scores. Okay, may naka-perfect po ba? Okay, sige nga po. Okay, meron daw 'no, 14 out of 20. Okay, puwede na 'yan 'no. Eventually po made-develop naman po natin yung ating test taking skills 'no. Mas madali na po nating atakihin yung mga tanong. Okay, medyo mahaba-haba pa rin po 'no, mahaba-haba pa yung ating pagsasamahan dito, okay? 14 of 20. What about the others? Ilan po yung nakuha natin 'no, out of 20, okay? Pakilapag lamang po sa ating, chat box 'no. And of course, bago po tayo maghiwa-hiwalay 'no, I would like to, leave this manifestation or mantra po para sa inyo hanggang March 26 na po ito para sa bata, pamilya at kinabukasan kayo ay papasa. Again, para sa bata, pamilya at kinabukasan, kayo ay papasa, okay? Sir, hanggang item 10 lang ako nakasagot. Wala pong problema, no? Mababalikan po ito. And stay updated lamang po sa ating private group, no? I-upload ko po yung ating recorded video together po ng ating PDF file, okay? And of course, that ends our discussion tonight. May God bless us all teachers and enjoy the rest of the night.